I get one of them.
Yeah, it is a nice
I
jacket.
wonder if they have them in other colors than white.
We're live.
All right, good morning, folks. We are live here at the what studio we calling it now?
I don't know. What do you want to call it?
In
You
the
change the name.
we're calling it the Kimbrell Studio.
Oh, God.
Only in
You saying we suck?
in reference to no, we're saying that he'll never see the inside of a winning studio because some of the bitch is so bad right now.
Right now.
Before we get started, it's October 22nd, 2023, Sunday morning here. One of our few Sunday morning shows. We normally do Wednesday nights. Sometimes conflicts happen. We go Thursday nights, but this week we had to do a Sunday, and that's fine. Eagles don't play till 8:20 later tonight, Sunday night football against the Miami Dolphins. So we're looking forward to seeing that. We're also looking forward to seeing Julio Jones on the field. We'll get back into that. I'm going to touch on baseball a little bit.
There's something different. Told me to switch up.
Here we go. I got the boy.
Dawkins, baby.
We got Dawk on. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. Good jersey. Yeah, I told him to switch it up a little bit. Get something going here. We're in the season. He's got to bring it. So that's why I just brought my regular Eagles little shirt, bought and a Phillies hat.
Now comparing running backs
for to talk about a little bit of the Phillies here. We're watching ESPN as we chit chat with you. Nobody's on this week over in London.
I don't know.
Is there a London game? Oh, I'm not sure, folks. Well, whether we have a London game or not going on. If we did, it would be on probably just now. But hold on, we'll check real quick before we get chip-chapping.
No, doesn't look like it.
Huh. Okay, all right.
I thought there
was.
Oh, wait, no, that's Thursday. That was a crazy game.
What channel is it usually on now? Yeah, you said that, Dow. I didn't get to watch that. It's on Red Zone channel or 860? I'm not sure.
Let's see here.
NFL game day. No, I guess not.
All right, no biggie.
All right, no biggie. We don't have a game on this morning, but getting back to the Phillies. They won last night, 6-1.
Yes, sir.
Let's touch a little bit on the two games prior to that. A little bit of a letdown. You're not going to win them all. I get that. I didn't expect them to lose two in a row like that. Number one, the second one worse than the first one because they had a 5-2 lead in the second loss, and Arizona came back to win 6-5. That just. And of course, Kimbrell, a few of the relievers didn't do real good, but he's the one that literally gave up the runs to put Arizona ahead. So he's looked a little bit off here. I mean, maybe a lot off. Maybe I'm being kind when I said a little bit. But he didn't play last night. He didn't pitch, which is good. Wheeler gave him 7 innings. In fact, I was watching the game, and I said, they need to let him stay out there 7 innings. Unless he's in trouble, he needs to give them 7 innings. And darn if they didn't. They did that. Now the guy got to come up the first pitch in the 7th inning, got a homer off of him, but he settled down and got the next 3 outs, and that was it. 7 innings out of him. I kind of think a little bit we've been pulling pitchers a little soon to the starters.
Yeah,
a little bit too soon. I know what he's up to when he does because he's playing the bullpen, but. I don't like that. When you're pitching good, and unless you're hurting or your pitch count's way out of whack, I don't see the point of pulling them out when they give you maybe another inning to give the bullpen a little less work.
Has anything to do with maybe saving them for?
Well, you're in the playoffs. You don't want to burn them. I get it, but you're trying to. Hey, look, you want to win these games to move on. When we played Little League, it was just like our Little League coach Ryan's team. I was one of the coaches, but not the head coach. The idea if he pulled a player, no, he pitched a player to get to the playoffs, but he could have used somebody else to try to do it. And then when we got in the playoffs and needed that guy, we couldn't because he already pitched so many innings.
Yeah.
or he already didn't have enough days or whatever it was, and you couldn't use the guy, and we ended up losing. So he makes the statement, "Well, you wanted to get here, didn't you? That's why I pitched him so he could." I think it's got to come down to a little better management that way with pitching. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but we're pulling him out a lot in the 5th and 6th, and Wheeler had every right to stay in and pitch 7 innings because he looked good.
Yeah.
He was fine. I don't worry about the home run he gave. He just threw a ball. He grooved the ball down a fastball down the middle. That guy was waiting on it. First pitch, and he hit it out. So whatever, it is what it is. But last night was good. Hoffman came in, did his job shutting them down. We didn't have to use Alvarado. I think they were trying to stay away from Alvarado too. They even said that, just didn't want to use him. They want to rest him. They don't want to. But Strom came in to finish it up, and 6-1. Once again, the home run bats were busy.
Yep.
Home run bats were flying, and Phillies got back into it. They just look like their old selves.
We play Monday night now.
Play Monday night. Yeah, I think it's 8:00 game.
Late game at night, late
snacky
game tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we went to see that the Gypsy band. They play all Fleetwood Mac stuff. Well, Stevie Nicks too.
Right.
Fleetwood Mac cover band Maria's last night in Pennsburg. They were pretty good. I need the keys. Right there.
Hey, do they have
What's up, people?
They have like another colors? It was just white.
It was just white when I went
Oh,
there.
okay. I didn't know if they had like black.
$225 jacket. $20 at TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx got
$25.
$25. $225.
We're gonna have him on the runway here doing a little modeling for his clothes, but it is one of the better winter jackets for the price.
Yeah, right. Calvin Klein.
And there you have it. We just had our Calvin Klein model move on a little bit, but so anyway, we'll get back to Wayno and the story for last night. He was out a little bit.
We had the water bottles you saw on Facebook.
Yes.
I had one setting up. We had everybody. You should have seen all the people on their phones watching the Phillies game during this band play.
Yeah.
So I had it sitting up there, and the bottle was empty. Damn, you can see the phone on there, right, leaning up against it, so we can watch it. The damn waitress come over, grabbed the bottle, yanked it, the phone's out, boom, fell right over.
Oh my God.
The guy goes, "Well, I guess you can't use that bottle to prop your phone up, can you?" I said, "No, but give me that full one over there." So we had to I tried to prop it up with the full one. That's the one you saw us drinking out of. I was like, damn, I guess we ain't allowed to watch the game.
I think I left. I don't have my wallet on me. I think I left it at George because she texted this morning. Instantly, I text back and they don't answer. Instantly. How do you know? Where do you go in the matter of 15 seconds? Because I text pretty quick. I said, "Can you check your car?" I think I left my wallet in the console, which I'm pretty sure I did. But it stayed in the garage and all that because I didn't see. That's the other thing I don't like when I wear my whatever you call these pants, not sweatpants, but the workout pants. They don't have back pockets. So you put them in there. I didn't want to carry it all day yesterday. I put it in our console. I didn't need it for anything, and then I leave it there. So anyway,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Phillies are back. We can clinch this thing Monday night, and move on to the. What is it? The pennant. The NLCS.
Yeah.
Is that what we're in now? We're in the NLCS now. What? So who do they play after this one? Is my question. I'm not sure. It's just do you go to the World Series after this?
Yeah, the World Series is after this because looks like they're running up playing the Rangers.
Oh, so we're ready. We're just going to win it and move on to the World Series.
Yeah.
I must have had another series in my mind. My bad. You're right. Yeah. We're eating today. We went out and treated. Woo woo. Mm-hmm.
You hear the other pot boiling?
Got another pot boiling.
Percolating.
Man, I'll tell you. I feel special today.
It's Sunday mornings, man.
I feel special.
Fired up for Sundays.
I know. I just wish I didn't have to wait till 8:20.
Did you listen to the radio on the way over here when they do the commercials for like the Eagles games coming up? It said He said, and the Eagles will be taking on the Miami Dolphins with the defense that is no better than the seawalls in Florida or something like that. That's
Eagles are banged up, guys.
They are, man.
We're really banged up in some areas. We got some people back, and that's fine. And we added Julio. Well, what I was going to say, the Julio thing. He's been practicing. Chances are you will see him, but Sirianni was hesitant on his press conference about Julio playing because he goes, I know he wants to contribute. I know we can use him, and we're looking forward to that, but I don't want to put him in harm's way. Where did they get these phrases at? Where have I heard that before? Chance of putting you in harm's way if we use him, or that was out of a movie.
But ain't you in harm's way every time you go out on the field?
Because he's not sure, route running, is he up to speed on our stuff? And is he, because he hasn't played this year, has he now? He wasn't.
No, I don't think he has.
Is he physically, to what I saw in practice, the moves and the little things and running, he looks like he's ready. He doesn't look like and he's even said, when that reporter asked, you still got a little left in the tank? Man, he kind of didn't like that. He's like, let me tell you something. He said, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to play. And he goes, you just watch. You just watch and see, and we'll reevaluate this question later on down the road. And so, yeah, he kind of told the reporter, just wait. I'm not going to tell you I'm ready. I'm not going to sit here. Anybody can say, I'm ready. I can play. He just kind of calmly said, you just watch what I do, and we'll reevaluate this question. And I believe that. I believe Julio Jones is ready to go and can play, and he's got great hands. It's not like you're bringing in a guy like Quez Watkins.
My thing is,
who we thought was going to have good hands.
My biggest concern is you got A.J. Brown that throws a hissy fit when he's not getting the ball. So if you put Julio Jones in there,
well, yeah,
that's just going to make it.
A.J. just was, and let's clarify that up a little bit. At that time, Hurts. See, that's the trouble with Hurts. I don't know how the plays come, whether he knows to mix it up himself or he gets a little happy on one person and wears it out.
Yeah.
The first few games of the season, Devontae Smith was getting the football all the time. All right. I would even be like, look, are we going to mix it up here? You brought him in to be a good wide receiver and make a difference and an impact in his team. And then all of a sudden, for a couple games in the beginning of a season that we thought was going to be better than the season before, we're not going to the guy. Didn't go to Goddard for a while. Then all of a sudden, one game, they lit Goddard up. You don't do it that way. Why make a scene and say, well, Goddard's hoping to get the football. He's pretty healthy now. And be watching him, guys. I want everybody on Goddard kind of double it up a little bit. There you go, dummy. You don't do something like that. And Goddard, that game, got 8 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. I want them to be used, and they should be. But you got to mix it up better. Then we were running the ball like crazy. Here's another thing. We were dominating in the backfield with Swift. And then there was a game or two ago, they got away from it and didn't even hardly run the football. These are why you lose football games if you don't keep doing what you're doing when it works. That cracked me up. Just the Jets game, totally. Not to say we weren't bound to lose something, but to the Jets? I figured we'd get it up to a point where when it's time to play the Niners, either we win or lose, but we got a better chance of losing that one. Until the Jets, that floored me. To me, that's a little bit where I don't know if Brian Johnson's doing all the play calling as far as the offensive coordinator, and it says the way I think it is that he is, because it says, should we give the play calling back to Sirianni now, or should we let Brian just work with it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm at a point here where I don't know who's doing what and said, but as much as I like Jalen Hurts, he's got the fault of he still needs to figure out when the main receiver is not, when he goes back and that's the play for Brown and he's double covered, to look for somebody else open, and he doesn't do that very well. I'm not saying he doesn't do it. At times you'll see him check down on, but he's terrible at missing. He's terrible at missing the open guy on the football field when the main guy's covered. When your main player's covered, you got to be able to look and see that guy that's waving his hands are wide open.
Yeah. So that brings me to this question that I was going to ask you.
Very good. I mean, that's fine.
Hurts, do you think he has taken a step back from last year?
Yeah, I really want to say he has taken a small step back, not a big one because they're still winning games and they're still coming up big in the end of games when we used to lose those games.
Right.
Now, we didn't against the Jets, didn't come up, had a chance, didn't come up, lost, done. Forget it. But yes, I don't think that's what I told you, I think before, even a week or two ago, we kind of discussed this a little bit. What's with Jalen and why does he not look the same? Is he trying to do too much, though? I kind of feel like I see him doing things instead of just letting the game come to him and taking what he's getting. He's pushing the envelope to get that play that he wants to complete or that was the play called in the huddle.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel there's some things I see he looks okay with, but on the most part, he does not have last year's form.
I think he's
Again.
just trying too hard.
That's what I said. I kind of agree with that.
To try to match what he did last year.
He's always talking about, and I don't think Jalen's the best of guy. I mean, he's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. He seems humble. He seems smart. He seems wanting to learn. And every year, it's I want to absorb all I can. I want get to the point where when do you absorb everything and put it to use and know it? We learn from our mistakes. It's a growing thing. We're going to grow. He's always saying that, even after a win. Okay, I know after a win, unless you won like the Cowboys did their first week 40-0, you got to grow off your wins because you didn't do something right if the game was 37-35 or whatever, 27-24. You're not, and that's a defensive thing, but he's always covering up. And I'm just at a point in my life watching him that I figure, man, how many times do you need to learn from all? You should be coming out one week and really putting this stuff together. Of course, the defenses throw stuff at you. You got to counter. I get that. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's dropped the ball, and I don't mean literally. I just mean figuratively. He's dropped the ball here this season as far as really good play. He doesn't have really good play right now. He's just getting through these games. So this Miami game is going to be a test.
Yeah,
this is going to be a big test. This is going to be the bigger test. Now, like I said, should have beat the Jets. If you're going to lose to somebody, and you did lose to Miami, I'd expect it to be a really good game, but they can beat Miami. They're just going to have to do everything right. And from what have we seen the last few weeks, they're not doing it. They're not. It's not a 60-minute game they're playing on the defensive and the offensive side. It's either one or the other. Either the defense shuts them down and the offense don't score. The offense score and the defense lets a lot of points up. So right now, and we're banged up. We've already said that. Yeah. So we're going to have to really play a good football game here against Miami because I'm telling you, Tua's going to be on. They got Mostert in the backfield. You got Tyreek Hill and wide receiver. I don't know much about their defense. I'm not real.
The Miami's.
Yeah, I'm more on their offensive side. I know they got pretty good weapons.
They were talking about it this morning on WIP, and they said that it's a good defense.
It's a respectable defense. Yeah. So that tells you that the Eagles got to be,
I actually said legit.
Okay.
That's the word they said. They're for real.
I see. Looking at our ESPN coverage while we do this, so that we get information from players. Christian McCaffrey is questionable for Monday night.
Yeah,
I think Deebo Samuel is out. I have him in my fantasy, but I took him out because he's got a big O by his name. So
Christian McCaffrey out. This is the second year he's been hurt.
Yeah,
games.
Well, you see how he does it all. He does it all too. He doesn't just run. He catches. He blocks. So this guy, there again, there's a player I'll name back in the day with Washington Redskins, Larry Brown.
Yeah,
Larry Brown could have been a back as good as any of the backs that you guys know. Emmett, Sanders, all of them. But they played him so much in like a 5-year period. He did so much. And they didn't have a great offensive line back then. But he was good. He had some good years. But after 5 or 6 years, he was done in the league. Bodies beat up. Couldn't take it anymore. Christian McCaffrey. I mean, I'm not saying Niners don't have a good line. Don't get me wrong. They do. But he still gets banged around a lot. Yeah. Does a lot of things on the football field. And that takes its toll on you. So, like Wayno said, this is his second year now. He's been banged up, a little injured.
He hurt me
last year. Early.
I had him in fantasy last year.
Right.
He was out for what? 4 or 5 weeks.
He missed a good month or so. Yeah, right.
So we always talk about singers and everything every once in a blue moon.
Right.
We Phil Collins is officially retired.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, for his health
Issues. I kind of thought he wasn't.
And he so his son Nick is the new drummer for Genesis.
Okay.
So
cool.
Keeping it in the family. Which is good.
I knew Phil's health was the last picture I saw of him.
He looks horrible.
He doesn't look good. So what does he have? Is he?
I did print it out.
He has something that's not going on right with him, and it's a shame. You look at him; it's not the Phil Collins that you remember. I mean, I know they all get old, but now he's dealing with a health issue.
Yeah, it just says Phil Collins' health has hugely declined in the last 15 years.
Yeah, maybe they don't.
Often making it very difficult for him to perform on stage. Oh, wait a minute. He suffered injured vertebrae in his upper neck, which led to crippling nerve damage. Oh, he's got nerve damage.
Damn.
So it's just getting worse.
I wonder how he suffers an injury to the neck, though. What is he doing to?
Didn't say.
That's something usually an athlete suffers, not a performer. An injury to your vertebrae in your neck. So, wow, that's a shame.
He's not been able to perform. The singer has not been able to perform drums. The pro rock band found a perfect replacement for Collins. Phil's son, Nicholas Collins,
Phil's son,
has taken over as the band's drummer, while Phil still continues to sing now.
Okay.
His nerve damage in his arms and legs, and he just can't play the drums.
It looks like it's affected his physically eating and stuff. Like it doesn't really looks haggard, like he's all.
Well, in that last concert, they showed him
sitting in a chair when I saw him.
They had him. He was walking slow anyway because that's the whole intense thing for In the Air Tonight. Him walking real slow to get up to the drums. Even that video, he didn't look. Not nowhere near as bad as he looks now, but
no. I just saw the picture. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I just saw it on Facebook. It was a picture of somewhere, and he was sitting in a chair, like he just didn't look good at all. But well, I mean, we can always say we wish the best for Phil Collins. I don't know about saying a speedy recovery. I don't know if he's going to be, but the vertebrae damage, I don't think they get better.
Yeah,
he's probably not wanting to have surgery because that's a little touchy. That can be a.
But how can you be retired and still be singing for the band?
Well,
he's semi-retired.
Yeah.
He's retired from
doesn't play the instrument anymore, but he sings still. But we'll keep a check on the Phil Collins thing here in the future. The next couple months, even or whatever, just see if there's any changes in anything. But what I'm saying is, I think the damage is done. It's not like we're asking him to get better from an illness. If he's got bad vertebrae, that's unless you're surgically repairing it, it's not going to get any better. So anyway, we haven't said anything about calling in if you're out there watching now or Sharon. I see Kimberly was out last night with the group, and Tommy and all them and Wayno were up at the Marie's.
Yes. To see Gypsy.
Which is a cover band for Fleetwood Mac. And from the pictures I saw and different things that you posted, looked good. Was it a good crowd?
Oh,
the place was packed. Yeah, I figured it, but you always ask.
Yeah, it was weird. They actually, I think they added a couple more tables. We went there for an 80s night too. They had an 80s band.
Right.
And it was weird. Everybody was probably, I'll say 55 and younger at the 80s thing.
Right.
And people left right before the third set. It was empty.
What time was that then? What time would it have been?
I can't remember. It's been months ago since we went to that thing. But I think they played 2 sets, and then even when they were playing their sets, they were good. It wasn't that people were
right. No,
people just
the time,
ate and
time wise.
First set
They just we're leaving, we're out, But
and we're sitting there, we're like, what the hell are these people going? But this night was
it stayed.
Our 50 and older was probably the age range.
Whoa! Well, I would have liked that better.
Dude, the dance floor was fucking packed. Oh my God, it was packed.
And that's what they want to see. They want to
Yeah,
see that kind of activity.
I think it meant just a little bit because I really wanted to see the band. So we're sitting there, and we first sat down to pillars in the way, right?
And I already know what he's going to say. If this douchebag would move, I could see something. He's standing right up against the pillar. This guy.
It was the sound guy. Because the other sound guys from the '80s band, when they were standing near the pillar, they would stand like right in front of the pillar. So
so their body's being blocked by the pillar, not their body.
I said it'd be great if this douche would.
That's what I said. I saw him. I said, "Who is this guy?" I have to figure he'd say, "Would you move, you motherfucker?"
And then, oh no, we're on. We can cuss.
We're allowed to. Well, I don't normally throw them out there, but that was for last night. Would you move, you MFer?
Yeah. Oh God, it was funny. And then there was a guy and his girlfriend. His girlfriend kept standing up and dancing. And I'm like, sit down. If you want to dance, go on the dance floor.
That's the only thing about that place is the fact that it does have the pillars down still.
Yeah.
It's an old venue, people, and it has columns so that some tables, no matter where you position, and people get busy in there, somebody's blocked a little bit. Not a lot that you can't move around and see, but it's just sometimes in a bit. And then if somebody stands next to one, I'm like he said, then it becomes a real problem. That's the only thing about that. If it had no pillars in them anywhere, it'd be great because nobody could stand up against anything and see.
And there were so many tables, you had to walk. You were bumping into people trying to get.
Yeah,
to the
see,
bar
they did that to pack
drinks.
them in. Yeah.
So, and that's it. It was, but overall, it was still a great night.
No, not taken away from that.
Yeah.
That's just the venue. But
so if you ever hear of Gypsy and the Fleetwood
right.
Mac cover band, if you like Fleetwood Mac like I do, I would go.
I do. Oh, Fleetwood Mac.
Tammy likes them, but she's not into it. Like, oh man, it's Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
But she likes them, but not like.
What time did you get out of there?
So we got out of there about around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Because it started at 7.
Okay.
We started eating at 6, and then the band came on at 7.
Was Megan there working?
No, I
thought she was working there.
I meant to text her to find out if she's still working there.
I thought she is. I don't know.
Her and I can't remember the other girl's name. I hope she's not
Snookums.
listening because she'll kill me.
She's a Snookums.
The other girl that works at the
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
school. I can't remember. Anyway.
Megan's all blonde. She's all blonde now. She got the blonde hair.
Yeah, I saw
Remember, she used to always be all colored hairs.
She got a new boo, I think.
Got a new boo. Well, that's where.
Or...
That's the one. Not owns, but either works at the car dealership.
Oh, okay.
That's where she got her van from. He hooked her up, and got her a good deal. I'm gonna say he gave it to her.
Oh, he shoplifted booty.
Oh, Boo's all excited. I've seen a couple pictures of them.
Oh yeah.
They're in love.
Shoplifted booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got her the van. Kids got excited, so the kids liked him. That's shoplifting the booty, man. Jerry Maguire.
Here we go. Whoop whoop. I need another cup of coffee.
It's done too. It stopped percolating in there.
Oh, you're quicker.
It's time for the percolator.
I can talk better
Time
while
for the
you're.
percolator. Talk.
You want to pour it?
I'm gonna pour it. Oh God.
Anyway,
You want creamer in it?
I do.
You want the creamer or my homemade creamer?
I want the one you bought.
Real frisky.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at these goddamn. That is funny.
What? This one. When's it end with him? Ain't nobody calling in. Where you at, Sharon?
I gotta get this picture. Oh, shit, good thing nobody called in because phone ain't even.
Bullshit.
Alright, I'll plug that in. I gotta get this picture.
Bullshit. So. Miami leads the NFL in yards per game. Wow. And points per game. Ooh, we got our hands full.
Yeah.
Philly allows 232 yards passing yards per game this season, 20th in the NFL. Yeah, I'm still not happy with I don't think this defensive coordinator, I think he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. I don't understand why guys play so far off of people and can't cover people. I just don't get it.
And as long as they keep doing that,
I just don't get that, dude.
as long as they keep doing that, we're going to continue to get our ass kicked.
Right. Thank you.
Yep.
Shit.
I mean, it's.
There's old Herm Edwards. Remember him from the Eagles?
Yep. Look, here's a picture.
But yeah, we got to watch this Tyreek Hill boy. And they got a lot of other weapons. It ain't just Tyreek Hill, but they're going to look for him for them long ones. I'm telling you.
When we got this cat, I said we're going to have to keep the kitten away from Diamond because Diamond will kill it. But swear to God, we thought Diamond would eat this cat.
Oh my, that's the cat up against Diamond.
Yeah, sitting in the damn recliner.
That's a pretty good one. That's Diamond and Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
She knows where her bread's buttered.
Oh, God.
Right up
Oh,
against
that's
him.
good. I'll be sitting here watching the game. They'll get up on the couch and start farting around. I gotta yell at them like little kids.
Yeah, the Dolphins' offense is powerful, people. I have a couple pieces of it in my fantasy. One league I have Tyreek Hill. The other league I have Raheem Mostert, the running back.
Little Fleetwood Mac there. Gotta love it. They sang this. It was good. Oh, they were awesome. Man.
DOB stands for me. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Wayno, WAYNO stands for no or go.
Dumb old bastard.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah, whoa.
Nah, he's not.
Dick over
That's love,
boys.
buddy.
I know what's with the boys. Dick over them, not in them. Dick over bitches. Okay, there you go.
That did not sound right. You just said you would like to have dick over bitches.
Dick over bitches, yeah. No, dick in bitches, but it's not D-I-B. I need an I there.
See, I should have left it on the page. D-I-B, dib, instead of Dob. Remember?
I'll have to come up with a better slogan. There's my girl there on the Sports Center.
Done on beating.
I'm done on beating.
Look at this. Now we're going to get
Well,
torched, man.
I just don't. Man, you better. We get down there. You better push from the 10.
See that? And they didn't even hardly even use a push there. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing's blown out of proportion. Ever since when he first did it, back whatever last year, I can't keep my eyes off of that one. Yeah, that's a Snookums there. After what? When we first started doing it 2 years ago or whatever, it was nothing but get behind him and
Yeah.
And then I figured he doesn't. We've said this. He doesn't need it all the time.
No,
Just
they
hit
proved
the
that
hole.
during the Vikings game. Because I don't think
Right.
they used the push one time. He just went there and plowed him.
But they're going to patent they are definitely going to try to patent brotherly shove.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get it as a Philadelphia thing only.
Yeah.
The brotherly shove.
The slogan.
The slogan, right,
Yeah.
right.
Which is cool. I like
Well,
that.
and it's going to be on shirts and, you know.
That's just like the Philly. They should do that too.
Oh, see that on the beach somewhere.
Oh, no. Then another actor passed away.
Uh-oh. Is this
Paulie.
I saw
from-
that. I did
from
see that.
Rocky. What was
Ron-
his name?
I-
I'm trying to look
His
it
name
up.
in the Rocky was Paulie. Yeah, I don't know. But he didn't just pass away because
Burt
Ryan.
Young.
I sent it to Ryan just the other day, and he goes, he passed away October 8th. But they just brought it out on media the other day. I mean, I don't know why. So he'd been passed away since October 8th. But anyway, Paulie from Burt Young from the Rocky, who was in all the Rockies.
See, now this says
I know what it says.
dies at
I read it.
83 October 19th.
I read it, and mine said that ain't right. I'm like, well, I'm telling you what I just saw, dude. He's like, well, whatever. I don't, you know. So anyway, we lost
Brian, could it be possibly you might be wrong and your dad be right?
for a change.
For a change?
Could it be possible?
You're right a lot of times.
Oh my! I wish they'll tell you no, but hush up, Dad.
Who said that?
Kids.
Let's go. We're on commercial break for
You're
about
never
20 minutes.
right. Shut it off. No, they don't really say that. But
Nah.
I'm using it for the show, but his addition at home's coming along. I saw yesterday he had the sheetrockers over there. They got the drywall all up in his room.
Oh, cool.
The bedroom. So they'll want it. It hasn't been mudded yet.
Nah. Are we advertising?
No, we're not really. There's a guy was recommended to him from Delaware or something.
Oh, okay.
One of his friends at work said, "Hey, you go with this guy. He's really good." And the guy came over and knocked it all out. Just has to do the taping now and the mudding and stuff like that. But I'd say in the next couple of days, he'll be ready to get that thing, whatever he's going to do, paint, get in there and get things, moving along to finish up. I would think where we're at now, what is it, October, 20th?
Yeah.
He could probably be in there fully by Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. I mean, he'd probably say we should be in there before that, but we'll see. I would say by Thanksgiving, their room will be ready, and
that's good.
So all their project will be done. The house will be, where they want it. It's all sided. Got the new room. So that's a new bedroom for them, and then their daughter, the hallway goes through her old bedroom to get to the new bedroom. She moves into their old bedroom, so that'll be her bedroom now. Is their old master.
Oh, that's cool.
So Gavin's room's the same.
In a bigger bedroom.
Yeah, she's getting a way bigger because her bedroom was very small. So
Let the slumber parties begin.
Woo! Here they go. But no. So Gavin's room, he had to move the windows from the front of the house, where now's the wall for Ryan and Melissa's room, to they put 2 windows on the side of the house for him now. But he's got like that. He's got a double window. Which before I think he still had the double window when it was in the front. So he didn't lose anything. He's just got his light on a different area of the room. His room's pretty good size, so he doesn't lose anything or gain anything. He's just already still got his bedroom. But yeah, their place coming along nice. I'm sure they'll be glad to get it, finished up and livable, ready to move in.
Pennsville missed the playoffs.
Did they?
Now,
I was going to ask
the playoffs, from what Joey was telling me, I didn't know this.
Are we talking playoffs?
They go by how many points you score.
Oh, excuse us for smell me.
Because Pennsville's 4-4, missed the playoffs. Salem is, what Joey say, 3-5 or something like that, and they make the playoffs.
But they scored a lot of points.
Yeah, so that don't seem right to me. But I guess that's high school football. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I was gonna call WIP and see if we couldn't get them to broadcast one of the high school games, because you vote and all that stuff on it, but we can't. Why? Because they broadcast the Thanksgiving football game, which Pennsville no longer plays anymore.
Yeah, see, I don't. That's a shame that.
I don't think that.
I don't know who voted that out anymore. That we don't do that.
Well, from what I heard was from
something.
What do you call it? The sport director or whatever.
Yeah. Athletic director.
Athletic director. The reason behind that is because they would, when it comes to the playoffs, they want the game to count. In other words, and the playoffs are before Thanksgiving.
Playoffs.
And they didn't want to. Well, no, they would play that game
Coffee
before the playoffs. They didn't want to get hurt. That was the whole thinking.
Phones are not ringing, but we'll put the number out there. I'll let you have the field on this one.
Yeah, give us a call here at the Dob And Wayno Show. 856-430-2483. Call in, talk about the weather, talk about the traffic, talk about whatever.
If you want to know, we're in the lip cave. I mean, we're going back to the lip cave.
It's the lip cave.
Yeah. Wayno named it something the other day, though. He called it something on your own. When I sat down and said something, you go, well, we're in the... It was when I was complaining about something. It was 2 episodes ago, I think.
I can't remember now. We'll have to go back and look.
Something and called it. I'm like, okay, well, we're live here at the...
That's why we need a producer. That way he can go back and check these other films.
You want to produce a show, come on board. You don't get nothing but maybe donuts and coffee, but we're not paying you. If I don't get paid, you don't get paid.
That's right.
When I get paid, I'm out of here. We're taking this show live on the road.
Vistaprint is working on our logo.
Well, Vista Prince working on the logo. We'll leave that's in his hands. My logo's right back here. That was me. Woo woo! This is my logo. It's me. Names for the guys. Now he's in charge of the logo that's going to go on our business cards to get handed out, which I think is going to be a big difference. It's going to help a lot once we get them distributed to people, not just around here as much. It needs to get to Maryland. It needs to get to Delaware. Well, Maryland, a little far, but if it can get in hands of Delaware, which we've got people that can do it over there because they're relations of Wayno's dad and mom and all them, stepmom, are in Delaware. If we can get some even up a little north of here to me, like in the Woodbury, Deptford area or something, just these cards up to Paulsboro in that area, then I think we can get the word out and get this thing rolling a little better than it is right now. We just don't have the awareness of what we're doing and when we're doing. I sent out 2 things to Ralph and AJ this morning.
They don't love us, man. They don't show us, man.
I know they're busy. You know, the kid, one of them's got a kid and going to church and this and that. Yeah, I sent this to them guys like that. If you're looking, look, we don't even have any texts coming in. Usually AJ will say, "Morning, guys." You know, Ralph, he's a douche too.
He's a douche too.
I want to hear from him. All he wants to do is show me pictures of the lights he put in on the bar. Here we go with the delay. He did put some nice lights in on his bar. You should see them. And he added some tables down there and chairs.
Oh shit! AJ's listening.
AJ's listening. Watch what you say. That SOB. Morning, AJ. We're just messing. It's the way we do. It's not a serious show, so. But we'd like to be on serious. Someday. Anyway, yeah, excited for the Phillies winning last night 6-1. Phillies lead the series 3-2, making back to the Citizens Bank Park in Philly on Monday night at 8. Looking forward to that. You're gonna have to see text and stuff up there because it's coming up.
Ralph Park says he's been listening.
Yeah, always listening, but nothing to say.
Call in, Lippy.
Oh, well, we do have to give a shout out to the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, last night they lost.
What is their record?
They lost a tough one last night, 5-4 in overtime. So, what is their record now?
Well, for an NHL person would call in once in a while.
Yeah, the NHL, if our NHL representative would even make an effort to say, you know, I'm not following the Flyers right yet. My school's still out on them, whether they're, you know, going to be good. They're young, which, you know, we
still
know
got
that.
5 on
They're 3-1-1.
That's not bad.
They lost against Dallas Stars, who are 3-0-1. But how was shots on goal last night? Shots on goal, Philly 40. Yeah, Philly's got, you know, there's one thing I'll say they're doing more this year than the past years. Putting shots on goal. There's so many times, Ralph can tell you this, that we've watched games, or he's watched a game, I watch a game, like, they'll come out of a period with 3 shots on goal for the whole period. At the end of the game, maybe 18, 19 shots on goal. You can't win hockey games like that if you're not putting the puck on the net. I don't care who you are.
And
it doesn't matter.
They're putting it on the net like 20 times.
Anyway, you're going to do that if nobody's in the net. You're flinging them in the net. Okay. But now they put 40 up there. All right. And they lost to a team that put 25 up. But they lost in overtime. So you don't want to say, well, look, they lost and put 40. What are you saying? I'm saying they got 4 goals last night out of putting 40 shots on that goal. You got to do it. And Ralph knows that. There used to be too many times when this team come down the ice and looked like all they wanted to do was pass the puck. You, to back to you. Don't look for the most important shot because it's going to come. You're going to get it and you're going to miss. So just keep flinging them at the goalie. And I think that's what the mentality is this year.
They
These
had-
young guys are coming to the net.
They had 3
with the
short-handed
puck.
goals last night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, see, and that's rough. That's rough. Against them.
No,
They
scored-
did. Oh, my
scored.
bad. I thought you were meaning
Yeah,
man. No wonder.
they had 3.
So they had 3 shorthanded goals,
last night.
which tells you they're taking advantage of their penalty
That's good.
minutes against the team they're playing. So it's too early to really get excited about how they're going to be this year because, it's a what? 60-game season? 60-some games? Somebody just said something. It went ding. But
since I do know, not to interrupt, but I
Not
do
to
know that
interrupt,
the
but you will.
Cowboys did beat Chargers, but the Chargers were right there.
right.
Could have been there and won that.
Yeah, Herbert fractured his finger
Yeah.
on his left hand. But hockey we'll get more into around January, when you're getting maybe halfway through the season, and we'll see how they're doing. But I look for good things for this team. They're just very
Yeah.
young. The young team got decent goalie. Defense seems a little better than it's been in the past, and that's always been a problem, is having a good defense. Keeping the puck out of your zone. But if either one of these two want to talk, call in, give us a
Browns
little
got
shout. If
decent
not,
defense too this year.
we don't want to talk to you.
The Browns got decent.
The Browns,
defense.
I said that a little while ago. The Browns are,
Yeah.
I've used their defense in fantasy, to be honest with you. And it was good. I got, respectable points. But I hope to win this week. Every time, like Ralph said, my team is so.
Oh, Sanders. Morning, welcome to Dob And Wayno Show.
Yeah, good morning. It's AJ.
Hey, what's up,
Good
boss?
morning, AJ. How's things?
Things are going well. So I got 3 things. Well, let me start off with, you do know that another Philly team is heading into the playoffs next week. The Philadelphia Union finished 4th place. Playoffs start next week. Just to make you aware, another Philly team going on.
That's cool. I didn't know. I mean, I knew they were doing decent, but I didn't know they were making the playoffs. So no, because once again, I know we should follow everything in this position we're in, but we're not big soccer people. So yeah, it's good to hear that you say that for us, so we can tell people, hey, Philadelphia Union is out there, get ready to get the playoffs, and that's good.
Oh, yeah, if it wasn't about Philly, I wouldn't even bring it up.
No. I'm glad.
It's a local
I
team.
got you. Yeah, it's a local. Yeah, Philadelphia Union having a good year. And that's good. They're going to make the playoffs. Awesome.
Especially for how small their budget is.
Yes,
Yeah, they've done extremely well.
that's great. Oh, I'm glad
All
you
right.
said that. Yeah.
So second one, baseball.
Yes.
Isn't this what all the Phillies fans wanted? The Phillies to lose 2 games out in Arizona?
No. Well, I don't look at it that way. Maybe people do, so it comes back to Citizens Bank and you win it. But are you guaranteed you're going to win it when you come back to Citizens Bank? Just because we won doesn't mean we're going to win it. It doesn't mean that. But nah, you don't
We only need to
usually.
get 1.
I mean,
out of 2 games at home.
I get that. Okay, that's those 2 games, and they could come back and get their asses stomped too. That's not, rule of thumb. Yeah, just because they won the first 2, I don't see it that way. I knew we weren't going to beat this team anyway. I knew we weren't going to sweep, I guess is what I should say. Can we beat this team and win? Yes, I do think they'll come back. I'm just saying, man, you don't take that chance. You go on the road. I'd rather, in a way, beat them away to show I can beat away from home. Is that the kind of team we are? We can only win when we're home? Well, World Series ain't going to work if that's the case. So I like it. I like the fact the Phillies fans, hell yeah, they're excited about this, dude. They're ecstatic. Monday night, that place is going to be blasted with people. Yes. It is. So I like it, but my mentality is, man, I don't know. But what if they'd have lost last night? That wouldn't have been too good. We come back, we're down 3-2, and now we got to win 2 in a row. The pressure's put on you. This way, where we're at right now, it's a little more relaxed move. We're 3 games to 2, and we can end this thing Monday night on a real calm note, going forward. But I get it. It definitely is way better when they come back to Citizens Bank. I mean, even the crowd out there when Arizona did something good was nowhere near the level of noise that when we do something good at home, you can't even hear it. At home, when you're in your living room, you can't even hear what's going on. It's that loud of a buzz. It's just, and that's good. That's Philly fan base, which I love. So, but
all right, and last thing, because I got to get ready and I got to get out the door to go to church.
Right.
There is a cornhole tournament for the Pennsville Wrestling. Sign-ups are at 12:30. I think it's $25 a person, and it's at the shipyard.
Oh, okay.
Cornhole tournament.
Cornhole tournament to benefit Pennsville Wrestling.
Yeah.
And when is it?
Sign-ups are at 12:30. I think that's fly at 1.
Oh, today.
I think it's today.
Today.
And I
Okay.
think it's $25 a person. I think they got 60 people already shown up
Oh, great.
or already signed up. But it's a lot of backyard players.
Right.
So it's nothing to be intimidated about.
So yeah, if you want to come out and shoot and have a chance to win something and not go against league play players or good stuff, that this would be the tournament to come
Is it
out
the
and
high school
play.
wrestling or midget wrestling?
Is it midget wrestling? Midget wrestling. And you said signups today are at 12 or 12:30. You said
12:30, and I think bags fly 1.
12:30. Okay, well there you go. All right, we'll plug that again. But thanks for calling in, bud. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for that.
And I will talk to you guys later.
All right, see you.
Yeah.
Yep, take care, bud.
Bye.
That's good. That's good. That they're
That's
doing
good.
that.
AJ just informed us that there is a cornhole tournament today at the shipyard. That is down at the river in Pennsville, where the old Riverview used to be. For those that don't, I'm sure anybody else where it's at. But anyway, it's at the shipyard, and sign-ups are there at 12:30. He said he looks like they're right now at the present time. They got about 60 people signed up. And that's pretty good.
That is good.
That's a good group.
And it's only
$25.
It's only 10 o'clock.
It's going to be a $25 fee, entry fee, I guess you might call it or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's going to benefit Pennsville Midget Wrestling. Is that what he said? Yeah.
Yeah, Pennsville midget wrestling.
Benefits the Pennsville Midget Wrestling. So it's a good little fundraiser. Come out. Anybody who's interested in shooting cornhole today. I'm not sure if my son Ryan or Adam, they might be going to this. I'm not sure. I haven't spoke to Ryan and them. Were out last night, and of course he's been busy with the room, so I haven't really chit chatted to him. Maybe I'll ask him after I get done the show here today. Are you going to the cornhole tournament? Wayno's got a little something up on the phone. I'm not sure. But some of our other normal callers must be busy today. Sharon usually gives us a holler, talk about some things, but she might be not busy or is busy right now.
She
Not doing,
she just had that 2 stents put in there. Now Wednesday she goes to.
Yes, she did. You did say that before.
She's got to go back and get another thing done to shock her heart back into rhythm.
Oh, okay. So we understand that, Sharon, and wish you speedy recovery on getting that done and getting back into order.
Yeah, Sharon, and
It's fine. You got to be a little ahead. We got to take care
I gotta
of
say
her.
Sharon, so it sticks because like a parent using the full name.
Yeah. Ooh.
I gotta say Sharon because she didn't want to go and get this second procedure done.
Right. Well, you got to get it done. Let's not be stubborn on this end of it. If you want to still be around talking with us, Mom, you need to take care of yourself and do what you got to do.
I sent some.
And I say that
Sent
to
some pictures to her. So get my weight in on mine a little bit.
Oh, good job. Was there ever a time back in the day that she used your full name when you were bad? Oh, God, oops.
All the time.
There we go.
Of course, it wouldn't be.
Wayno
That was Ralphie.
and our other.
Morning there, buddy. Welcome to the Dob And Wayno Show. You still having your party on the 28th?
We are still having a party on the 28th. You guys attended?
I'm working on it with Joy right now.
I'm working on it with Tammy right now too, because I'm
Put
not
me down as a
DJing anywhere.
maybe. I'm just saying. We're talking to our hockey NHL hockey affiliate, Ralph Barks, aka Chical. And I got some pictures last night to not to get away from the sports scene right away. That he sent me some pictures of his bar. He put these nice lights, these hanging lights that'll hang down over the bar, and they look beautiful. Really looks. I mean, that gives
It doesn't
the bar.
instruct any TVs in there, does it? Like Applebee's.
No,
Okay.
No.
but I'll tell you what, it sets the bar off. It really
Nice.
it makes the bar what it is. I mean, it just so in other words, if the bar needed something lighting wise, that was it. I have to say, it looks really good. Plus, he also showed a couple tables and chairs that he's added to the
Nice.
bar venue around the bar type thing. So yeah, the place is looking coming together, bud.
Does he have a high
Yeah,
top
appreciate
table
it.
he doesn't want to use? That he
Yeah.
can send to the Dob And
I don't know if
Wayno
he
Show?
has any old high top tables or no. He probably don't have that. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Yeah, those lights I got from Home Depot, and like I said, they were actually a chandelier
Yeah.
that I had to figure out how to take it all apart and rewire them up individually. So I'm actually very glad because I've been probably a year and a half looking for pendant lights that I'm happy with, and I've gone through buying one and bringing it home and not liking it, and taking it back and buying another, bringing it home, not liking it, taking it back, and whatever else. So I'm finally very happy that I found what I like. I actually love.
Yeah. I mean,
so, yeah,
there
so-
again, I like them
So
a
yeah,
lot.
that's coming along. So
Yeah.
just wanted to go over a couple things with you guys this morning.
All right.
As I'm still laying in bed.
There you go.
And
Let's go join him, Keith. Oh, I'm sorry, Dob.
This one getting yoked too.
yeah, but I was trying to, but I was trying to, but let the damn dogs in.
I put a halt to that.
A weenie for a weenie.
Yeah, got the old weenie block from the weenies. But
Weenie block.
all right, so listen to this. So I got the I'm going over to Delaware Park and getting some football parlay cards
Right.
in, and just wanted to go over your guys' thoughts. Raiders today. They got the Raiders. Raiders got to win by 3.5. Now on these cards, it doesn't say. I just have my receipt. I don't have the actual parlay card, so I don't. I forget who said the Raiders are playing today. So we'd have to go on the phone and
That's what I'm looking at now.
look it up real quick. and look at the
Raiders.
NHL schedule.
Raiders are playing the Bears today.
Raiders are playing who?
Raiders are playing the Chicago Bears in Chicago.
Yeah, I just think Chicago is really they're just really lost in what kind of team they are right now. So
Yeah, they're 1-5, and I'm reading the odds. The odds for the Raiders are giving up 2.5 to the Bears.
These parlay cards, they're all different.
Right.
It's all what Vegas wants to do.
Well, I'm getting these odds off the phone, so that's what I'm saying. If whatever yours are different than this, whenever betting or wanting to know who you think you want to go, that's how I do. I go to compare to see, how close is my phone spread compared to Vegas's spread.
Yeah,
Is it a big difference?
They got Raiders. Raiders. They're giving the who they playing against?
Bears.
They're giving the Bears 3.5.
Yeah, and in my thing they're giving them 2.5, so that's a point difference in the spread.
Yeah. So what do you think on that game?
I think the Raiders win that. I go with the Raiders covering. Yes.
Yeah.
I go with a cover.
What are they giving the Bears?
Well, he said 3.5 in Vegas. They'll give him, and 2.5 on the phone. But I'm just saying, going with his card.
Right,
Matchup.
Next you got the Lions. The Lions game.
Let's see where we at. Lions are playing the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Lions 5-1, Baltimore 4-2. Ooh, that's just both teams been playing good. My phone gives the Lions getting 3. What's the card say?
The Lions are getting 2.5.
Okay, 2.5.
Now my thinking on that is again watching Baltimore. I don't really think that I'm not really good on football names, but their damn quarterback what his name is again.
Lions, Jared Goff.
Yeah, I just don't think he's on his game right now. And if it was a cold team playing in a warm state, that'd be different. But with it being Detroit, Detroit's used to playing in the cold, so
Right.
I figured if it was a little chilly down in Baltimore, which I think it is today. Today's high here is only 56.
Yeah, right.
So I figured it's kind of evenly matched on that kind. But I just think the Lions are going to make that cover on Baltimore.
Yeah, I'd go with the cover. Actually, Jared Goff's playing pretty good. He's he's thrown for 1,618 yards, got 11 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions this year for a 105 quarterback rating. So Goff looks pretty deep. Yeah, Lamar Jackson's looked a little worse than Goff has. So,
and I have their of course I have their tight end Laporta.
Yes.
Which I don't know. I just think Detroit's clicking right now.
Yeah, I agree with that, Ralph, and I would go thumbs up on covering the spread. How much you say they're giving them?
2.5.
So the Lions are getting 2.5. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right.
I like that.
Next one is the kind of one that I'm a little worried about. Bills game.
The Bills
are giving 8.5
to the Patriots. Yeah. And it's up in New England, which doesn't mean anything in that sense because New England's 1-5.
And you don't know if Allen's going to show up.
And that's the thing is just
that's exactly right. Right, Wayne. I mean, like I said, yes, I get it. The Patriots, according to their record, suck.
Right.
And the Bills are 4-2, and that's a kind of like an Eagles 4-2. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Getting 8. So New England's getting 8.5, which means the Bills have to win by 9.
Because if you really look at it, like Wayne just said, the Bills is 4-2. It's kind of the Eagles win it. They haven't really played anybody with a winning record yet.
No, it's a deceptive 4-2 is what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's right.
So yeah, that one, I think I don't think they're going to cover 9 points. Then I think it's going to be closer than what we think.
I think so.
That's a tough one. Now I got to say that's
that's really the one I'm kind of worried about.
It's a roughie.
Next one is the Rams.
The Rammies. Rams are playing.
Rams are giving 3.5.
Rams are home, giving 3.5 to the Steelers, who quarterback's been very shaky. Kenny Pickett and Matthew Stafford's not. He's been equally shaky. To be honest with you, he's not.
Damn, they're that close.
Yeah. In fact, the Steelers are 3-2, and the Rams are 3-3. So, and the Rams are giving the Steelers point. Wow. Oh God, these things. Why did they do?
And they're playing in LA.
Yeah, they're playing in LA. Yep, I got that. And
I think that's going to be a close game, and because it's a home game, that's kind of why I went with that.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's in a way when it's close. Did the Rams win last week? That's the thing. When the laws are coming off a win, I don't know. Let me see.
I looked at it last night.
I'm looking at it now.
The Steelers have only on here. It says Steelers have only been scoring 15 points a game, and the Rams have been scoring 23. If that helps.
And the Rams are coming off a win last week. They beat the Arizona Cardinals 26-9. And see how it's good that we think about the Patriots game before, because last week they played the Raiders, who were pretty decent, and the Raiders only beat the Patriots by 21-17, and they were in LA. The Raiders or Las Vegas.
If I'm not mistaken, the Raiders actually got their touchdown late in the fourth quarter.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I think the Bills game worries me, and the Rams, I think, will go either way.
What's the spread on the Rams game?
Rams are giving 3.5.
Giving 3.5, right.
Well, we got two more. The Chiefs game.
Chiefs and the Chargers. Chargers are at the Chiefs. It's in KC.
The Chiefs are giving 5.5 points.
Yeah, that's what the phone says. 5.5 on the phone. So, and the Chargers have been. Here's my thing. Chargers haven't looked that good. They're 2-3, but is it their time for, Justin Herbert to get out of the funk, and Austin Eckler? He's back. He was back.
Herbert was
back.
Herbert was horrible last week.
Yeah, I know.
He's got that busted finger too.
I know he's got that busted finger, but he's as horrible as he is. He's thrown 9 touchdowns for the year and only 2 interceptions. So
Yeah.
he still has 101 quarterback rating. So I know he was horrible, but it hasn't affected him that bad. Like I say, Eckler's back. Does he come back even with a bad hand? And
Right.
they're getting 5.5 points, which means KC's got to win by 6, which is almost a touchdown. So wow, that's these games ain't easy. I mean, I know they're not supposed to be as far as the pick, but do the Chiefs? Our Chiefs are home. Do they hold on? Can the Chargers bring it, or do the Chiefs, have a field day with them in their own stadium? I don't know. That's a good that's a good question.
All right, last one's the Packers.
All right.
Packers are giving
The Broncos.
1.5.
Giving 1.5 to the Broncos. It's up in Mile High. It's in Denver. I mean,
Again, I looked at no difference in, it ain't like it's the Tampa Bay playing in Denver. I mean, like, again, a team from Florida playing in
yeah. I mean, and that
30-degree weather.
I know that I think sometimes good to take in consideration, but it's I've seen teams that are in warm weather go up to Packer Stadium and still win. It's not it's
I think the Packers are
any given day. The stadium thing there as far as the cold. Here's my thing.
What's their injury report?
Aaron Jones is back healthy for the Packers in the backfield, and I've been waiting for this for I don't know how long. I hope he has a decent game, but we'll see. So who did what week 6? Let me go back here.
I think the Packers win and cover.
Yeah, and the Packers are coming off. This is a game after their bye week. They were on a bye week last week.
I saw that too.
Yeah, which that's a good and rested. So I'm with Wayno. I think the Packers can cover that.
Okay. Well,
I do.
If we win this ticket, we'll be $800 richer.
There we go. Woo. On route.
Yeah.
Texas.
Roadhouse, baby. Woo.
Yeah, and then go. So just a small touch on the Flyers.
Right.
Nothing to get excited about. Of course, they're a very young team. Last night was a tough loss. It was probably a game that they should have lost, but they're playing with a lot of heart right now. Is what it is.
Yeah.
They were down. They were never up in score.
Right.
It was 2-1 Dallas. Scored a shorthanded goal, made it 2-2. Dallas went up 3-2. Scored a shorthanded goal, tied at 3-3. Dallas scored again, went up 4-3. Scored another shorthanded goal, tied at 4-4, and then they lost it in overtime.
5-4. Yeah.
Like they were down the whole entire game, but don't get me wrong. I guess we can call it special teams or their power play killers. They're really playing well because I think that was actually their. They have 5 shorthanded goals in 6 games.
I mean, I look at it this way too. I agree with all that. I mean, yeah, when you're scoring shorthanded goals, you're doing something right on penalty killing then. As far as the Flyers scored the shorthanded goal. So they are a young team, and it's too early. It's 4 or 5 games into the season. You can't go by that. You can't.
Right.
They could be undefeated right now, and everybody say, "Oh, wow, the Flyers are back." No, it doesn't mean that. But you're right. The young guys that are really playing, with a lot of heart. But that's what's going to be. How often, how many other team in the league can say, back, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they were young teams, and now they're not. They're veteran teams, and everybody has to take time to put it together. But I just see good things with this group that they have. All right, I got interested a little bit in paying attention to some of their other young guys, not the ones we already know, like Farabee and Konechny and all that. But of course, the Konechny's not really that young right anymore. He's up there a little bit. But some of their younger guys that they brought in that are developing really good, and we've got some guys that I hope that we can see by the end of the season that they drafted that they aren't going to play. Maybe not this year though. I kind of thought they'd bring that one guy in. They were talking about he might not have to stay out as long as he did. Yeah. So we'll see in that sense. I think, like you said, they're a young team. We'll see what they got. They're going to win some, going to lose some. It's going to be a year that you can't expect the Flyers to go to the playoffs this year, but they could put a very good showing on, and then next year bringing maybe these other ones in to the mix. In the next 4 or 5 years, I think the Flyers can get to be really good.
Right.
I'm not saying they will be, but I think they can.
They got this one guy, Sean Walker.
Mm-hmm.
In 6 games right now, Sean Walker has 3 goals. He was an undrafted player.
Undrafted, and you know yourself in any sport, sometimes those guys turn out to be the best ones.
Yeah.
You didn't draft them, you picked them up, you brought them in, and the guy shows what he's got, and boom. How many superstars in the NFL have done that?
And that's your what's the hell's the word? The guy that goes out and finds the players.
Yeah, your scouts.
Your scout, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. I mean, give somebody a chance. That's all. Hey, look, we're bringing this guy in. We need a position. Yeah, we need a position filled. He's, he didn't make it, but I think he's got potential. Take a look at him. Boom, there he is. 3 goals already. This guy.
I really think I am pretty positive. Like in the next 3 years.
Yeah, well, that's what
I think we are going to be Stanley Cup contenders. Looking at it, I think we finally have the coach,
right? Yep.
In Tortorella, a lot of people didn't, in the past, didn't like Tortorella, when he was coaching his other team.
Right.
He runs a tight ship, and I think we finally have our GM in place.
I think the front office has gotten a lot better with who they added up there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think to be Stanley Cup contenders, you got to be
yes
good from your bench players to your freaking CO,
to your front office, to your general manager. Who the guys who pick the people that come in. Yeah. So I agree. I say you're right. I say the next 3 years, I'll even give it, and then that just doesn't mean in 3 years we're going to be good and that's it. I think in the next 3 years you'll carry a team that's going to be good for the next 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be in 3 years, you might see that contender, but they're going to be good for a few years. That's why you build a young team. That's why you want a young team.
I think they'll be good. I think they'll be good for like the next 6 years.
Well, that's what I said. I said if you're going to be 3, the next 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm just throwing years one at a time. But I think once you put this team in place, you've got a good team for 3 or 4 years after that.
Yeah.
After that. So, good point.
Let me put in a quick plug for one of our local restaurants. So we went to the Engine House for the first time.
Okay.
Last weekend, and let me tell you what, their food was, to me, phenomenal.
About that.
Best pulled pork I have ever had. And that's one of my favorites, and I've had it from a lot of places. And I'll tell you what, that's the best place I've ever had pulled pork.
Well, shout out to the Engine House.
Right? Is that just the sliders right now?
Yes, it is.
They're supposed to expand their.
No, I'm sorry, no.
Oh.
That was not a slider. It was the actual. No, it's a sandwich.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay,
it's a sandwich. Yes.
Right. I've
the service was super quick. They actually had the downstairs was closed off because they're having a fundraiser for some event. So obviously the place was packed downstairs.
Right.
But the service was still 5-star service. Honestly, right now that place is doing very well, and we will definitely be a return customer. So if anybody's listening out there, or even you guys, if you haven't had a chance to go out there yet, I highly recommend it.
I haven't had a chance. I do want to get out there. Yes, I've been talking about it.
Oh,
but,
let me know. Me and Tammy went. It was nice. Did you play golf at all?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
No,
We want to try that.
I'll tell you right now. I'm not a golfer, and I've played it maybe twice in my life. There was a couple that was playing it. And, if I even did that simulator, somehow, some way, that golf ball is going to fly backwards and probably nail somebody or break some alcohol bottles on the shelf, above the bar.
End up in somebody's glass.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. I know.
Yeah, I definitely, that's a good shout out to the Engine House. Anybody sees us later on at, Route 7, food's good, service is good. And I've heard other good things. You're not the only one that I've heard from. Ryan and Melissa went out. They liked it. I just yet to be out there, but I do want to get out there. Yes.
We like it. We think it'd be
Here we
better
go.
with a crowd.
Fucking flying in my damn cup.
I have little protein never killed nobody.
Fucking bugs flying in my cup.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
We're gonna head out and get some breakfast this morning, and then be back in time to start watching some football and hopefully nail this damn parlay card.
Well, good luck on the parlay. I hope you
Good
do
luck,
too.
yeah.
Keep me posted later on in the afternoon how you're doing, or how things
Yeah.
are going. But yeah, where are you heading to breakfast? Bluebird?
I'm gonna be one of those people that I went to Bluebird probably 3 times and was not happy all 3 times.
Oh my God.
So so I'm not sure where we're going. Might be Deepwater, might be Talking Town. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I like Talking to Town. I've been Joy and I go up there quite a bit. Deepwater. I just haven't been to Deepwater. Deepwater's fine. I just haven't gone there much recently. But
yeah, I mean, I'm not one to, like I said, if I have a bad experience somewhere, again, I just gave a plug for the Engine House, but I'm not the type where I'm gonna come on the air and trash somebody.
Right.
So,
I got you. Hey, no problem.
it's just one of those things. If it's never talked about, well, then there's a reason.
My last breakfast I had at the Bluebird was good and the food was good. I'm not saying this just because I got extra stuff for no pay, but when the lady took my order, she said, "What are you having, sir?" I said, "Well, I want 2 eggs, but I want to add a third."
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah, I want to add a third egg over easy. Potatoes, bacon, everything was good. Everything was fine. Brings my plate and sits it down to me. I look on my plate and I got 5 eggs. I got 5 freaking eggs over easy. I looked at my bill. I was only charged for 3. And that's what I asked for.
I will say this. Me personally,
right.
All 3 times that I went there, I ordered breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether it was 4 o'clock, whether it was 1 o'clock, whether it was 9 o'clock, I ordered breakfast.
Right.
So you can't really mess breakfast up that bad, I don't think.
Right.
So my food was not that bad.
Right.
But the people I'm with, we've had hair in the food. We've had highly overcooked chicken tenders.
Right.
That were like a rough color.
Wow.
So I mean, any other food there other than breakfast, I just haven't been happy with.
I got you, Bob. No problem. Yeah, I understand. Understood.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Have a good breakfast. Yeah. You too.
I'm sure we'll talk, Wayne. Hopefully I'll see you next Saturday night.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah, we'll have a good night. The alcohol will definitely be flowing, and away we go.
Yeah, I'm still put me on the maybe list. I'm still trying to get there Saturday night, Bob.
There ain't no reason why you can't be here.
You don't know the story. Don't be pulling that crap. And here we go. I don't want to hear this bullshit. I ain't Bobby Plummer. If I say I'm coming, I'm coming. I just haven't said it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'll be there, guys. Yeah, I got my woman's got problems with her puss. I got issues with her head. No, I'm just kidding.
Bobby said he is coming.
Is he coming? Well, that don't mean he is, though. There again, I'm not saying I am, but I probably will. See?
Yeah.
That's
I talked to Ryan last night. He said he's planning on stopping by.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's cool.
All right. Well, you all have a good day.
All right, Ralph. Thanks for calling in, bud. Giving us the update on different things. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
And
Sounds
good, like I said, good luck with the parlay, dude.
What time's the party start?
All right, we'll see, Wayne.
What time's the party start?
7.
7? Okay.
Yep.
All right, boss.
All right, see you.
And we have a Facebook on if we can invite if everybody can bring a little
Yeah,
little dish.
yeah, no
Okay.
problem. Yep. I'll bring the
Yeah.
napkins. I got the napkins.
I'll bring the cups.
I'll bring the candy corn.
I'll bring the sausage.
Oh, that comes with me. I'll bring that. Ladies, get ready. I'm bringing the salami.
Good thing you're bringing is a sack.
This one says sausage, as in singular.
Wait, I'm bringing the ball sack.
Oh.
Woo!
Now. All right, Sam. Have a good day.
All right, see you, Ralph.
Later.
That's funny.
That was a good call. See, those are the calls you want.
Yeah, that's
if you
right.
can get more people to do that we even if we don't know, but get.
We'll be on for 4 hours.
What time is it?
No, I said.
If we did. But if you get other people, like say they don't know you, but they get into a rhythm like he does.
Yeah.
I know he knows this, but you get this guy. That's the kind of stuff that you hope eventually will happen. Maybe it will. I mean, I don't know.
That's it.
Hoping.
Wish Tom would call in some more too. Talk about his racing.
Yeah. Well, it's
I mean, it's a bit hard because they raced the night before.
and
They do it first thing in the
of
morning.
course the big good thing is a thing of the past. But whatever. I'm just
I got a call.
I knew how that would end up, but good Lord. Yeah, fucking naps. We rate. I was buzzing around. We rate the coffee, you motherfucker. I got it out.
Ah, shit, I wanted to ask him. All right. I know you were joking with me when I posted that Pabst Blue Ribbon on that.
I'm joking.
Right. What is your go-to?
But
Let's say just regular beer.
yeah, because here's the thing with that. Everybody's got a favorite beer that are we talking? You have to say domestic then. What's your favorite domestic beer versus what's your favorite craft beer? I can't give you a favorite craft because there's so many out there that I like in that sense.
Favorite domestic.
Favorite, and there again, that's
Or how to what would if you you go to a place and you don't know what they have on tap and you ask them.
Fat Tire, is that domestic? I don't know if that's considered domestic or not.
So if you went to like Turnpike, you would be like, I want a Fat Tire.
If they have it, though.
Right. I mean,
if I'm just drinking beer like Ron, like say you go to Ron's, you go to a cornhole tournament or you go to a cookout or something, then it's just Miller Lite for me. If I'm just drinking a domestic beer, beers that you're just going to continually crack and put in your glass one after another, throw it in the trash, get another one. It's just going to be a Miller Lite because it's
that's what I'm talking about.
It's a smoother taste. Yes, that's a go-to domestic beer. Not high in alcohol content, anything, 4.4, whatever, 4.5, but just a good smooth tasting. Now, when it comes to the other beers, like I said, the Fat Tire, which is an ale, is just really good. Shipyard has that a lot.
But I say we were going to an Eagles game,
right?
And
we're taking our beer.
Yeah,
I'm going to take Miller Lights.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to take Miller.
Okay.
Now, I've had Pabst Blue Ribbon. Don't get me wrong; it was the first beer I ever drank in my life when I turned 18. And when turned legal, not first beer I ever drank like illegally, but before age. But when I turned of age, we went to the Forks. My buddy and I. That was the first on tap. They always had Pabst Blue Ribbon. And back in the 70s, this was what 75. That was a good tasting beer. So I did drink a lot of Pabst when I was younger. Back in the day. Now the taste of it compared to what else they have out there to drink, I don't care for it. I'm not saying it's not good.
Right.
I just wouldn't drink it. But yeah, I was messing with you when you said best beer ever. I'm like, where are you
Mine's
from?
Pabst. And I'll be right back. Dogs running around. Got to put it.
That's Wayno's is Pabst, and that's fine. That's what you call good. It's his domestic beer. It's his choice. That's good. It's his go-to beer when you're not drinking anything else. I'm just like Pabst. Anyway, I guess we'll be getting ready soon here to wrap it up. How long we've been? Yeah, it's been an hour and a half.
Oh man, feels like today should have been a day to have a cookout. Nice out there.
It is nice. Adam's chiming in. Did you talk about the cornhole at the Shipyard today? Yeah, then Shaw's tournament next week. You should do a live show from Shaw's. We should do a live show from out at Shaw's. Yeah, we could do that.
What's that next?
That's next Saturday. There's a cornhole tournament at Chris Shaw's out in Cedar Crest.
I can't do next Saturday.
Okay, you're busy. Yeah, okay. If Adam's looking
ready
at
for Ralph's party.
Wayno's, busy. Yeah, there is Ryan said he's going to stop by at the party, but they're having their cornhole tournament starts at I think 1 at Shaw's. It's an annual thing. He has it every year. Has it in springtime. Has it in the fall.
The only thing is he playing music while you guys are shooting?
They have music in the background to play. I don't know how loud.
I don't
You
know.
mean it can't be? Yeah, that's the only thing about people thinking you can do
That's why I got
remotes at different places. Yes, we did, Adam, talk about the cornhole tournament today at the shipyard because AJ called in a little bit ago. About 15 minutes ago or so, AJ called in, gave us a rundown on some things, and that was one of the things we talked about. Sign-ups are at 12:30 at the shipyard today for the cornhole tournament that benefits the midget wrestling.
Yep.
So $25 entry fee, I think he said it is, and right now he said he's looking. They saw about 60 have already signed up.
Now you were telling I never played in any of the tournaments, but you said like sometimes they draw names out of the hat. Is that how you probably think they're doing it there?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I have to ask Adam. Is it random? That's a random draw, right? You don't know your partner because
So that's what it'd be
it
called.
makes it
It'd be
more
called-
fair. Yeah,
It'd
exactly.
be called random.
Sorry,
random.
Shaw's is the 4th. Oh, it's the 4th of November, not next weekend. So okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it with Wayno. We'll see what's going on then. November 4th is Shaw's tournament, but let me say, Adam, is it
Shawls, right?
SCHAALS? Let me see what he says to this. This is coming up this way. So I'd asked him, is it random drawing for teams today? Like you had said, where you don't, or do you bring a partner, or is it partnered up? Hey, me and my partner are entering type thing. I call it random. Was it switch? Play 4 games, get ranked. Oh, okay. I've never seen. There's other type of ways they do it. So switch. That doesn't tell me. Who do you play with? Or do you play with somebody they just give you? Top, middle.
Hey, Tim and I went to Woodstown Tavern Friday night to watch. We just wanted to go out and watch the game somewhere. And we stopped at the corner bar, and oh my God, we got there about 7:30. Of course, the game starts at 8:05. We got there, it was packed, so we didn't stay there. So then we were thinking the Turnpike. She didn't really want to go to the Turnpike, so we ended up at the Woodstown Tavern.
Okay.
And a band called the Jaspers were there.
Right.
And they're good. They play like Stevie Ray Vaughan, all kinds of music.
Right.
And
Right.
They're younger guys. They're
That's
pretty
cool.
good. They were at the Jeep and Hoses thing that we did last month for the Carneys Point Fire Department. They were out there playing, and cool group of guys.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Not bad. They actually sounded better than they did when they played at the Carneys Point thing. But,
Right.
But yeah, they were pretty good. And they seem to remember everybody too, because they couldn't remember my name. Of course, I can't remember their names either. You know what I mean? They see people all the time.
Yeah, I'm bad with names that way.
But they're like, yeah, you were the DJ at the Carneys Point thing. I was like, yeah. They're like, how's your son? Blah blah blah. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
All right, so he's gone through here and giving you a little fill in on how it's done. switch play 4 games, get ranked, top, middle, and then first ranked gets the middle ranked. So random partners for the first 4 games. So you just get drawn, Adam with such and such, whoever with, and then you get ranked how you fit, how you did in those 4 games, obviously, and then you get paired up with someone for the rest of the games, and then it becomes a double elimination. So once you're paired up with your guy or whoever, you can lose 1 game and still have a chance. You're in the losers bracket, but it's double elimination, so you got to be beat twice.
Right.
You have to lose twice before you get out of it. So
I watched it on TV. Of course, that's all professional and all that.
Yeah, right,
on
right.
TV.
Right.
They go by 20. They play to 21
right,
or 10 round. 10.
yeah, it's done that
And it's
way.
like
right.
one round be like you and I on here. We throw.
Once we throw,
That's
or
one.
yeah,
And then our partners, when they
throw
that's
back.
2.
That's another
Yeah.
round. Yeah. So once
Is that how they play, or do they?
No,
play
they're not
21?
doing it that way. They're not. I'm pretty sure they don't do rounds. They just do the 21 thing.
Okay.
Once this goes on,
Yeah, I didn't know.
and
If
they get playing double elimination, it's to 21.
Have you ever played in a tournament where they did it that way?
That
or
no,
just
like
always
you
to
said,
21.
it's always just been right. Double eliminations, yes. When you play out of Shaw's, it's just that way.
Okay.
But they don't. They're very simple out there. They don't do all this. Get ranked and good Lord, you don't have really. Say you don't have time to do it. It could go quick, but there's a lot of people out at that tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a lot at this one too. Don't get me wrong.
There's
It depends
6
upon how many boards you have, which to keep it going, you got to have a good amount, fair amount of boards, like 10 sets. It's good to have like 10 sets of boards.
I'm gonna see if Tammy wants to go up there.
So
Check
out
that
there, the name everybody's who's playing puts their money in the hat. Costs you $20. I think they pay out at Shaw's. Fold up little pieces of paper with names on, put them into a bucket or something, and somebody reaches in and says, Adam, and then somebody reaches in and says, Jason. There you go. There's your 2 pair. You're all next. So it goes like that till everybody's paired, and then that's it.
And you
That's
said
how you
that
do
the reason why they do that is because so it's not the same people.
So
don't
it's
win all the
fair.
time.
Like Adam could come in and say, AJ and I are going to play today, guys, and we're partners. Well, that would be pretty bad because they're both
And Adam's
good.
pretty good, right?
Or
so
Ryan
like
can come in and play with
and
Adam
Buzzy
or
Scout
something.
getting together.
Yeah,
Still
and
like
AJ's very good. He's very, very good. He practices a lot. Yeah, he has his own setup in his house today. He's got this big room that looks like it used to be a store. His house
Oh,
of
really?
a section of a room. It's like a family room, but it's huge. And he's got boards set up on one side. Living room's over here. The throwing boards are over on the side of this wall.
Hey, shit,
He
nothing
plays
wrong
all
with
the
that.
time, dude. You're indoors. Weather's never a fact.
Right.
You can never say I can't play today. It's raining, so he gets to play a lot. But anyway, yeah,
He should hold a tournament at his house.
and he's won quite a few different things. So. Yeah, I mean, he's probably thought of that. Yeah. But
That's
there
what,
again, that's a lot too. You bring it.
the Servicemen's Club.
He's got a
does
new
that.
baby in his life too, so I don't know if they'd be wanting tournaments and that kind of stuff. Servicemen's Club.
Yeah, they set up. They got 3.
Ryan's been to that one.
They set up inside too.
Ryan's
sometimes.
been to that tournament the once, and of course, Sacama Country Club's had tournaments before.
Oh, okay.
Sacama's had Ryan's, and they've had a league. Ryan's played in a league there. If it's nice, they play outside. If it's not nice, they go inside. So that's a good thing about Sacama. You can be in or out.
Yeah.
So, but he has a small tournament before. Oh, he said AJ did have a small tournament. My bad. Okay. 3 boards. Yeah, you know what? I do remember that. I remember. You're right, Adam. I remember him having that. I didn't go to it. No. But he had one where he had, yes, a few people there, and they all went, Ryan and them guys and the whole, But that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens today. I got clothes to do. I'll probably be around Adam Kylie's after here.
Shit, that's right. That's probably why Tom hasn't gone. He has foot operated on.
Tom Humes.
Tom Humes
from
Wicked.
Humes Wicked Racing in Bridgeport.
He says, "Good morning, guys. How the hell have you guys been? I'm 3 weeks out of surgery and had a really bad night last night, so I actually just woke up."
Well, we wish Tom the best. That's right. We forgot that he did have his surgery, a lot going on, but hope Tom's feeling better. Get that. It's his foot, you said?
Yes.
That's right. Okay. I hope we get that foot back on the mend and get everything back to normal there. Shipyard at 1:30 today. Yeah, it starts at 1. Yeah, this I did. We mentioned this earlier, but I was just putting it out there again, which is fine. The tournament's at 1:30. Sign-ups are at 12:30. AJ said $25. Yes, we said that, and it benefits Pennsville Midget Wrestling. So we all that part's been put out. But hey, anybody who's going out there a little bit today, it's might be a little challenging today. Not to say you can't have it. It's going to be windy.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather, but the wind's kicking a little bit. And
it's
down by the
real
river.
windy up there.
Yeah, you're down at the river. It's a little different than in here where the trees breaking up. But so that will play a factor in those that those that are good, those that aren't good. The wind, you got to allow for that. It could also mean some of the lucky ones, some of the ones that ain't too good. You get lucky and beat some of the ones that aren't because of the wind. But you never know. Hey, it's all fun. It's not, I mean, these guys are serious, but it's still fun. And it's a benefit. It's here to raise money. It's a fundraiser. It's not a cutthroat tournament, but everybody wants to win, regardless. So
And we had Troop 7015, because can't call it Troop 15, because we found out that there is another Troop 15 in Jersey. So we are 70.
because I know, because you guys were always Troop 15.
Yeah, so now we have to, and they always went by that. I mean, we still do, but for
other reasons, for professional reasons, you're going to.
So we just
off the whole time,
not crowned, but senior patrol leader just received his Eagle badge yesterday afternoon. Trevor Waddington,
right?
And Mayor McDade was there. Mr. Palamucci.
Mr. Palamucci, I know.
Yeah,
I know you mean.
And one of the congressmen, Dan something. God, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know my congressman. He bother
Yeah, he was there, gave a coin to him, and Trevor's got a chance to actually go to Washington D.C. and see his office. And
cool!
Actually sit at the. It might sound weird for some people, but actually sit behind the desk and all that.
Well, some people think that's pretty cool.
I think it's cool.
I would.
I'd go
just to say, you were there. And,
I was kind of thinking to myself, sitting there, because Joey's in Scouts too, and I'm thinking, you better get Eagle Scout, you little son of a gun, because I want to go down and sit behind this dude's desk.
Right. Yeah.
But so that was a pretty good thing.
It's a good local. That's good something for local news.
Yeah, they had this is some controversy crap, but one of the Scout guys got up there, one of the higher ups was up there talking, and I kind of cringed a little bit, and because he mentioned girls. He's Boy Scouts, but he mentioned girls because, as we all know, and if you don't know, you're going to know now, girls are now allowed to join Boy Scouts.
Right.
Me personally, I do not agree with that. And the whole thing is, in my opinion, the reason why the Boy Scouts want to do that is because of money. Second of all, you have Girl Scouts, and their argument is that they want to learn the stuff to become an Eagle Scout. That I don't have a problem with. Teach that stuff in Girl Scouts. Keep Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts separated, because guys need guy time and girls need girl time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
I don't understand it either. Why,
just have one book.
All this world does, though, is the further we every year go into life and things change, whether it's in politics, whether it's in government. And, now it's into something like this where it's always been but why does it have to be, we want to be able to join your thing? What? We didn't ask to join yours, though, did we? Can't you just have a group where it's your group? And I'm not saying you're not, it's not right. It isn't, but it just, I don't know. I'm kind of befuddled at what I want to say, because I don't want to say it and offend anybody, but it's always something. Why are we not allowed to be in your group? Because it's the group for the Boy Scouts, so they can do their thing.
Right, and that's what I was going to say.
The girls have their thing.
Yeah. Like they were interviewing this one girl, and her question was, and why is it that girls, who's to say that girls are not allowed to join Boy Scouts? Well, the guy that was talking turned to her and he goes, in the word Boy Scouts.
Yeah, right.
Boy
So what are we
Scouts.
going to call it? Co-ed scouts now? What are you
Yeah.
going to call it?
Scouting.
He, she
That,
scouts?
they're
Oh,
changing
so
it
now
to
they want it to
scouting.
be scouting.
And
It's
I don't have a
It's
problem.
the same in football in this sport. That's there again. That's a little different. You know, if your girl wants to join it, fine. Don't come crying when you get your head beat in, or you get tackled hard, or you get this and that. And do you think the boys are going to treat you the same way they do another guy running the football or something, or kicking the ball, whatever? I mean, or that takes away from the game. We didn't ask to join cheerleading. We're not sending guys out. Yeah, there's male cheerleaders in college. Don't get me wrong, but that's different in a sense. You know, they'll say, why is it different? But
Because they
I
can't
mean,
cut it
the
in
examples,
football.
I can't really give some good examples, but I don't know. It just are men. Do you see any men wanting to get into a sewing circle and start knitting and crocheting, whatever? No, you don't. You got your thing. We got ours. Okay,
But
stay put.
I just cringed on that because, like, well, everybody knows now, you know, all the lawsuits against the Boy Scouts because of guys messing with the boys and all that crap. Yeah, and it doesn't happen in every troop.
No, it doesn't.
Unfortunately, it happens. It happens everywhere. Unfortunately,
It's happened in the
but
Catholic
if you had
priests and
girls,
stuff.
if you had girls into that situation, aren't
Now
you
what's
adding
gonna
more
happen?
fuel to the fire?
Yeah,
You're just opening up another opportunity for somebody else to do something different.
nobody's ever satisfied with just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just like back in the day when somebody did something, Civil War, and this general treated the blacks bad, or something he did, they were terrible. So take the statue down. That's all in the past, and then you make a big fuss about all that. I don't get all that. Making a big stink. We're not doing that now. That's not going on. So it's done and gone. I didn't condone it and say it was good.
And
But what do you got to take the statue down for? That guy stood for other things other than what you just brought up. You can bring anything
And
up.
why do you want to erase
Politics.
history? Because you have history, so you can look back and say, "Well, we don't want that shit." to
Right.
happen
It was a
again."
bad history,
But
but
if
we
you get
don't
rid of it,
have
you're
to
not
take
going to
it.
know about it.
Yeah. It's just no matter what they do, they're going to find fault in something that you were a slave driver. He owned slaves. He didn't like whites. He didn't like blacks. It's this whole thing. I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not good the way they want to do these things. But
Well, it's like they had like the transgender.
right.
You know, I'm not knocking them.
The he, she.
Yeah, they should have their own category. Because say if Mike Tyson, right? You know how good Mike Tyson is.
Right.
He says, "Oh, you know what? I want to join women's boxing." So he's going to identify. He wants to identify as a woman. So it's all right because he's a male, but he wants to identify as a female to sign up for women boxing. He would kick every woman's ass in boxing,
Right.
just like that dude, that swimmer. Really?
Yeah.
But and I'm not knocking. I mean, God forbid
Right.
you feel that way. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody. But maybe they should think of that because it's just unfair. And I'm not saying men are better than women, and I'm not saying women are better than men. But if you got a guy that's benching 350 pounds and a woman that can only bench 250, and they go in competition with each other, well, the guy's going to win because he's benching 100 pounds more.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just about ready
Got
to
that off my
wrap
chest.
it up. We've almost been 2 hours, but
Time is it?
11:15. We'll start at 9.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, well, I said we were going to go 9 to 11 today.
Yeah, I think 2 hours.
So,
And it's weird. We always get up close to 2 hours and it's over. So that's good time.
yeah.
I like Sundays, man.
Sundays are okay. Now, can you tell by how many we had viewed today by looking? Or no?
Not right this second.
Oh, you can't. When we get off, you can then.
Yeah.
All right, when we get off. Just curious. I mean, I know we had a few caller-ins or normals.
I didn't think we had as many as we did. Last week we had 12 at one time.
Last week you did say that. At one
that
time,
was
right?
But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to. Oh, what was the other one? Just every time I look online, and a lot, I don't believe everything that's online, even when it comes to sports. But it just seems, even on the radio, they're talking about that the Eagles are always looking at receivers. Why do they keep looking at different freaking receivers? I don't understand. We got an O-line that's banged up. We got a secondary that don't know their head from a freaking hole in the ground.
Secondary, right. It's a little harder right now to go out for Howie to go out and find somebody that can help the secondary legitimately and pay for, a price. And when I say pay for it, you sign them to a 1-year contract. Obviously, you're not signing anybody a quarter of the way through the season to any long-term deal. Whoever you sign now is somebody you want to help you get to the Super Bowl or to the playoffs. That is just literally that's why back when they signed Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith was signed. He wasn't signed to be a long-term. He was signed to get on a team and help them get to the Super Bowl, and they did. They did. So my thing is, when you see a person out there that nobody else is taking interest in, Julio Jones, we're going to use his name. He's available, hasn't really played, but he can still play because he's played not too long ago for a price that's probably really good because he's not playing. So it's not like he says, well, I want you ain't want nothing. You want to play? We'll sign you. You want to play with the Eagles, who are 5-1, who have a chance to get to the playoffs? This is a guy that can help push you over the top in the offense event, where even though what you said, we still need help in secondary. Offensive line's banged up. Linebackers seem to be pretty healthy right now. Running backs are pretty good right now. So we are banged up in a couple areas that are, important to us, which is O-line, because last week we looked terrible as far as holding, the O-line against the Jets. And there's the Jets. I didn't even know they had a good defensive line. Jalen Carter is back for the defense this week, along with Sidney Brown and a few others. So I think defense gets a little better, still short in the secondary. We are very much not good in there. I agree with that. But I don't think there's anybody now. What I saw on the phone this morning from one of the podcasts with the ESPN, a couple of the guys that I follow, there before the trade deadline was there again. I don't remember when the end of the trade deadline. I always say this. I don't remember when. I think it's the end of the. No, it's not. Yeah, for NFL. When is the trade deadline due? While he's looking that up, they're looking to make some trade deals for somebody in the secondary, but they're not saying who. I still think this Buda Baker from the Cardinals would be a good fit.
Yes,
I really do. And I don't know if this is the guy that Howie's trying to finagle around to get Buda Baker, give up somebody on our end, and we're going to have to pay for it because he's a decent player. He's not coming in just for a 1-year kind of deal. Now, whether we sign him to a couple-year deal or you make a big splash and sign him, give up a couple either prospect, rooks, I don't know how they didn't talk much about it. He said, I don't know, but it could be in the works, a trade deal that involves getting a good defensive back. And Buda Baker, to me, would be the guy that they're looking for. So we'll see. There again, he's a safety for the Arizona Cardinals. But I think we could use him immensely.
October 31st.
All right. So October 31st, trade deadline is it for the NFL. And we are today at October 22nd. So that is 9 days away. Howie's got 9. And it ain't going to be something you rush to. I guarantee you that if they do it, they're not going to be able to do it way before that. He's going to take his time and get to the point where either we do this or we don't. Either we're going to get somebody or we're not going to get somebody for the backfield, for the defensive back or safety. So that's where it's at. But it was just too easy not to say, do you want to add Julio Jones? And why did we add Julio Jones? I know why. Because Quez Watkins can't stay on the football field. And you know that. So if Quez Watkins can't stay on the field, you got to have somebody fill the third position. Zacchaeus, what's his name, that came from Atlanta? He's not quite. He's okay. He's just not quite the guy I think they're looking for. So do you take a chance and get a guy like Julio and put him on the field and add to the wide receiving court? Yes. Yes, you do. And Wayno once again touched on, is this going to make Brown a little bit crazy? We're bringing in this guy. Am I not going to get to touch it? I don't think so, because those two are very close friends. Brown and Julio, AJ and Julio are tight. So I kind of think that they almost work together. Find a way to get all three of these guys good touches and good C's, and everybody catches the football. Don't just have one guy catching 11 and the other guy gets 2. I mean, and that comes down to management, coach management. That comes down to offensive coordinator. I don't know. It comes down to also having Hurts see the open guy when one of these guys is covered. And I think he still needs to get better at this.
Yeah.
He wants to talk about getting something better at it, then that's what they need to go over in practice. He needs to focus on a receiver. In practice, they need to cover this guy, and he needs to find the open guy in the middle of the field or somewhere. Because to me, he's not doing that. I have seen numerous times where we're looking the camera from the backfield. Somebody's open, and he's going to a guy that's covered. That's going downfield, but it's covered. And you're not hitting this guy. Throw the defense off a little bit and do that. He don't throw the. To me, I think he's very predictable now. I don't just because he's got the option to run, and so many times he's done that, even planned run where he gets crushed.
Yeah,
he gets snuffed out. Don't do that. Fool the offense or the defense by going to the open guy instead of the guy that's down the field. That can be done. I don't know how you say it in the huddle. I don't know what you got to do. Just everybody be ready because I'm going to the open man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, that's where Jalen Hurts needs to get better at. He is not good at that. He's not good. So,
sorry. Two more things.
two more things here. Let me get rambling here.
Brian, how do you say his name? He got 2-game suspension for hitting that guy Friday night.
Oh, Brian Abreu.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Houston Astros.
Yes.
Yes, I just saw it come up while you
Okay.
while I
He,
was ranting.
got suspended. for
yeah.
2 games.
Yeah, he got suspended for a couple games. That series, who's ahead in that series? That's something we need to know. The Houston Texas series.
It
Well,
might be easier to look up on score.
yeah, let me look it up here on the score real quick.
That's why I can't wait till we get one of those tables.
I mean, I do like the score. It is okay.
You got a laptop?
I know. I don't. I have one, but it's a good one. You haven't used that thing in years. I should get a new laptop, and it's something I don't do.
Maybe we can just get it so you can get on the internet with.
Right.
And we can sit here with both our computers.
Anyway, Houston leads the series 3-2. They play today. Texas at the Astros, 8:00 tonight.
I guess we should watch that series.
8:00. We should probably keep a little more. Man, well, I
Keep
will
an eye
tonight.
on it.
I'll go back and forth. The Eagles are on tonight at 8:20. This is on at 8, so there's going to be times with commercials. I'm just going to play the commercial game. I'm not, and I go back to football because the Eagles are playing. Just like when this one yapped at me and said, "Excuse me, when football's on, I don't care. I don't watch baseball."
He bit me in the butt a little bit.
But when
you see,
the Eagles were on, the Phillies were
none of it left, right?
Yeah, I didn't have much to begin with, but that's okay. Because when the Eagles are on, if the Phillies and the Eagles were on, I'd still watch the Eagles more.
I know.
When it wasn't, I know. I was giving it to you the business, and you were like, fuck you, I don't give a shit what you tell me. I'm going to watch what I want to watch. That's fine. We were going at it on the phone the other night, but it was all good. It wasn't.
No,
wasn't a hate thing.
I'm more
He's
into
more football,
than
then that's when I made the comment. Well, I guess we haven't converged over, Tammy and I, because as much as you say you have, you're still watching a sport that your team's not even playing in. That's what I got at, and that's when it got a little.
The division team
got
was
heated.
playing.
It
was a Cowboys.
Shitty
playing the
doodle do.
Chargers.
Boop, boop, boop. No, I know it was the
I
Cowboys.
wanted to watch them get smashed, baby.
And I hate the Cowboys. I hate them. Don't get me wrong.
Where's Thomas?
And people don't say you hate them because they're good. Because no, I hate them because I just don't like them as a team. I just don't. They're not my team.
Is it the team we hate or is it the fans?
Oh
my God.
Well, Belichick signed a multi-year extension before the 2003. So he's, as far as coach, they signed him on. That team just. I just don't know how their front office goes from losing a player like Brady and a few other players to not being prepared. Did that cost so much money to have that dynasty during that time that he's not prepared to rebuild back into the system?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Kraft's a good owner. I thought that system would never go down, that they would be the first ones out there getting a good quarterback and getting set up for the future.
Kraft's a good
after Brady. He is a good owner.
Team owner. But he's not a good business owner.
But then who's their GM? He's not the GM then. We got to give it to Howie. The only reason we're where we at is because, 5 years ago, everybody hated Howie. Now he can't make the wrong move. Phone's going off. People are getting to us. You guys need to hold it down.
Hey, Marty, 2 words for you. Suck it.
It was Marty, that cowboy.
He told me put a hat on his bald head.
Marty, hey, Marty, I've said the same thing. Just looking over like that, I'm like, God, Lord. I'm amazed that we don't need a curtain up behind our laptop anymore here.
I know, I'm
Those
liking
are
it.
shining in a little bit on the side, but they're not affected. It's not bad. What affects is the cat. It makes the cat crazy because the sun's coming in. And it affects the sign a little bit. I notice our sign's a little bright and shiny, which is hard to see on that corner right there. But
Go jump on top.
anyway, that one there is I'm done. I'm done with this family because all it is animals all over the place. I can't do it. I can't. I'm bringing it down.
As he watches 20 dogs on the weekend.
No, one dog and 2 cats, and that as he watches. Yeah. Well, that I was being paid for that, by the way. I didn't do that for free. But it was a good deal. It's a good deal.
I think
Anyway,
they watch
hey.
the sheets after you, though.
I hope she did because those sheets were a mess.
Oh,
Come on. Let's not get it. Oh, really?
Was Joy over? See?
No, we didn't.
Cat
We
listens
didn't do
better
that.
than my kids.
Stayed nothing but in the living room. I'll punch her. Anyway, she's fine there. I mean,
You sure?
The cat,
I know you're
as long-
allergic to
Yeah,
them,
but
so.
only if I touch that.
Well,
If I don't do that and do this, then I'm fine. And you can see I'm not sneezing or anything. But shout out to Wayno this week. Appreciate it. He said make sure you eat before you come today, but he provided coffee and shoot, don't hear the man.
don't bend over.
I won't. And he provided these, so which are one of my favorites. It's just a little mini chocolate, but they're good. So anyway, that was pretty cool. It was good. That's a little something to keep me full, keep me talking.
Tasty cakes.
I notice when I don't have food, I'm a little quieter. And then when I do have a little something on, I do tendency to yap a little more.
It's all that damn sugar.
But hey, I'm sure that's what it is. Chocolate too, by the way, which is my favorite. Anywho,
that jersey's fitting that guy.
Oh, that's right, Kelly Green tonight, people. You're watching the Eagles game, you Eagles fans. And those,
Oh, they got the old writing and everything.
they got
on there.
on the field, and it's Kelly Green jerseys this week.
And the eagle. They got the old eagle on the
Oh, okay.
middle of the field.
I gotcha. So this place is going to be rocking tonight, I guarantee, just as much as when the Phillies come to town and play at Citizens Bank. The link's going to be buzzing.
They're going to have to.
They're going to be buzzing, and I'm telling you, Eagles better take this one.
That's my next thing. Prediction on tonight's game.
Boy.
Then we can get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna. All right. Well, I can't vote against them. I feel like if I do that, and I say this, with love. This is going to be a tough one that can go either way. But I don't know if I want to say it's going to be high scoring. Well, is it going to be high scoring? If it has to be, it's going to be on both ends because this team, the Dolphins, can put points up.
Yep.
So
we know that.
if we've done anything this week to prepare for this game, defensive coordinator wise, needs to find a way to shut this team down because they both run well and they have wide receiver and tight ends that pass well and catch the ball. So prediction. Wow. We haven't scored a lot of points. As much points as I want to score per game. I think the Eagles should be scoring at least 28 to 32 points a game. They should be somewhere in that category, and we're not. But so that makes you think 2 high-powered offenses. Will the defenses step up and shut them down? A lot of times when you expect that, you don't get the points you think. So 24-21 Birds. I think it's that close. Which to me, in a way, can come down to Chase Elliott making a field goal and winning this thing.
I'm growing on him.
He's only missed 2 this year.
That's not bad. That's good.
He's missed 2. He's made some, like Wayno said, he always makes the long ones, and he has made them. He's missed a couple. He's been great on his extra points. I think tonight, though, could be a time where if this game gets close in the trenches, you're going to have to go for 2-point conversions, too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Don't think we're going to just necessarily see a kick for the extra point because of where you're going to be with this team that you're playing against. So that's my take on it. 24-21. How about you? What's your thoughts then? As we close out the.
I don't know.
I mean,
They sound like
we're almost as healthy as we need to be, but we're not quite because the Blankenship's not in and somebody else. So we're tight. Yeah. We're close to. We're close to being.
If they play the way that we know they can play, we'll win.
Well,
we play.
we say that every
we're
week.
playing, we're dead.
Yeah.
We're dead in the water.
Well, you still have to have a prediction. You're not getting away with it. It doesn't matter whether we. I could be dead wrong. I just put out 24-21. I think it's that close. Now it could be a lot more points. Could be 37-33 for me. I don't know, but I don't know. There again, this team doesn't give me any confidence anywhere in defense, offense right now. It's very iffy.
Oh man,
This is not the SATs, my man.
I'm telling you,
This ain't the bridge.
I'm not good at predicting score points.
We know.
I think the Eagles win them. I don't know.
All right.
They win by 4.
Okay. I have them win by 3. You got them win by 4. Your 4 could be anywhere from 27-23, something like
We'll
that.
go 27-23.
That's your 4. Okay. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I hope as long as we come out and do all these things Jalen Hurts said, we got to get better at. We got to get better at. I want to see him get better at this stuff.
Better be good tonight.
It better be good tonight because this would be the game, like I said before earlier in the podcast, that I thought if we were going to lose to somebody, it would be starting here, not with the Jets. And yet the Jets just
I don't know.
just stifled us.
I don't even know what the hell that was.
I mean, they didn't crush us. They just stifled everything we wanted to do. This one's got to stop talking about being better, and he's got to start being better.
He's talking about Hurts, who's on
Jalen Hurts, because he's thrown more interceptions this year than he threw all of last year. He's thrown more at 5-1 than he threw the entire season last year. So that's not good. I saw that somewhere. A little broadcast or something on ESPN or whatever it was. So anyway, I got to use the facility, so let's end it.
We're ending it.
We're shining off here, folks. Those of you that are cornhole players, you see yourselves out at Shipyard today at 1:30 tournament. So, and we'll wait for the Eagles tonight at 8:20, and we'll see the Phillies tomorrow at 8:07
Woohoo!
at the Citizens Bank Park.
Go
All right, folks.
Birds!
Have a great day. We will see you next week.
Deuce.